Hey guys, this is Jordan. I am doing the Q&A, get to know me Q&A today. I hope you guys enjoy it. But before we begin, please like and subscribe to my channel. I post every week, sometimes it's one or two videos. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it and that it'll be honoring and glorifying to God, and that you guys will enjoy getting to know me a little bit. I think it'll be great. So the first question is, what is the best event you've been to and why? I think the best event that I've been to was a Chris Tomlin and a Casting Crowns concert. And if you guys don't know who they are Christian artists, a Christian band, two different ones. And I really think it's the best event that I've ever been to, because you are there worshiping God and being with other believers that you don't know. And when all the believers go to heaven, they will be together, and it's just like getting to know your Christian family. Well, even though you don't meet them, but it's like you get a glimpse of what heaven's going to be like. And so I kind of enjoyed that, and it's made me encourage just the other believers. So I think that's probably the best event I've been to. There have been other events that weren't my favorite, so I wouldn't consider them my favorite events. So I think these are my favorite events. So that's a really good question. What do you feel is the best picture you've taken as a photographer? Well, I think one of the best pictures I've taken as a photographer, well, I feel like I have many, but the best one I would think is when I went to Canada, the mountain scenery. Oh man, that was so gorgeous. I think that was probably the best pictures I've ever taken, and I will put it on the screen to show you guys. I absolutely love British Columbia, Canada, and I love Alberta, Canada as well. They have the most gorgeous mountains in North America, and you guys should definitely visit them if you love mountains. I definitely recommend it. So please go if you ever have time. It's amazing out there. What's a fact about you that would surprise most people? So I think this is a really good question. I think that surprises most people, probably that would surprise people on here now, is that I love being with people. But there's more to it. I love being with people, and it definitely gives me energy, but it just depends if we're having a good conversation or just enjoying the time together. That gives me energy for sure. But there are times where I rather be alone too. For example, I go on trips by myself because I can enjoy my time, taking my time and getting the pictures I want and need and share it with other people. So yeah, I'm a mixture of both, but I feel like I cannot be without having fellowship with other believers or other people, because I just feel like I feel sad when I don't have any fellowship. But I also do enjoy being alone at times, where I can just refresh and do some of my own things and go on trips and stuff like that. And I don't mind going on trips with other people, because I think that would be awesome. But most of the time, when it's trip things or stuff like that, I like being by myself because I can do more, if that makes sense. But overall, I think that would surprise most people, because I have had people say, "Oh, I thought you were gonna go with some people. You seem like that type of person," and I'm just like, yeah, but I'm also not, because I do love going on trips by myself. But again, sometimes it's good to go with other people, and I enjoy it. So, but most of the time, I enjoy doing it by myself. So, yeah. So that's a good question. And then the next question is, what kind of formal music training did you have growing up, instrument or voice? When did you become confident with singing in public settings? So this is a good question. I've never had voice training or anything like that. I have started playing the clarinet when I was in 5th grade, and I basically learned how to sing on my own, but except my mom and I always sing together when I was young. So it's made it actually easier to sing more because, she taught me all these songs. Like, I've had cassettes of different Christian music, like hymns, like praise songs, everything, and I've learned it through that. And that's how I'm familiar with so many other songs. And so it's made me enjoy wanting to sing more and to listen to more godly music, and it's just been awesome. So I think that's how it's happened. And then the clarinets helped me a lot because I used to not be able to whistle, and so the clarinets helped me whistle, and it's awesome. And I was just like, wow, this is great. And then and so I think it's helped my singing a lot too. So I haven't had any training whatsoever with voice. I just learned it by myself, and then I am in the choir now at church and worship team, so it's been helpful, with Pastor Rakes, doing and helping us get to do better in our singing. So it's been good, and my teacher in 5th grade was Miss Velvet Siegel too. She goes to our church, so she's helped me learn how to play music and read music. So now I can do that. So it's been pretty neat. And then I started singing in public settings probably like a few years ago. I started getting more confident probably like last year. And it's helped me more and more to grow. And I love it. I love singing. I love doing it. I love harmony. I just love music, period. It's helped me a lot. It's helped me a lot through my depression stages. And it's helped me grow closer to God. And so, and it depends on what kind of music you listen to. So, but I listen to all Christian music. I haven't listened to a non-Christian one in a long time. So, yeah. So that's a great question. All of these were great questions, by the way. And I'm excited to keep answering more. Number 5, what has been of greatest help for you and your dependence on the Lord through young adult so far in making big decisions? This is a great question. I think what has helped me being dependent on the Lord is to trust His will. And I think that sometimes, we tend to say, oh, I want to do it this way and that way, but sometimes we're just, God, has a different way, and we have to trust that because He's good, and our sinful nature is not, and it's makes our decisions not so good, and so God knows what's best for us. And I've had people tell me that, you should do your career job, or you should do this and that, but, those are great suggestions, but also not very helpful either. You should be very supportive in other people's decisions. And so you have to trust the sovereignty of God. You need to ask for prayer and, know where God's leading you. I currently work at Pizzeria de Mayo in Smyrna, Delaware. And I do other side jobs as well. And I've been doing really well. And I have a great boss and great coworkers that I'm very thankful for. And it's just nice. I'd rather have that and, not have like a career job where I don't enjoy being around those different people that, maybe are mean or something like that. And so I'm thankful for this job. I've been taken care of. I'm thankful for my boss. I'm thankful for my coworkers, and they've been they treat me pretty well, and we make each other laugh, and it's good. So it's just trusting God's sovereignty and knowing that He's put you there for a reason, and just trusting His will. And so, no matter where you are in life, you will struggle, and people think they are happy. Like, for example, there are people who think, oh, this is going to bring me happiness. Well, it's not. God's going to give you happiness. He's the one who gives you joy. Nothing in this world will give you joy. And so you have to realize that you're going to face these things, and, there's going to be big decisions in your life, and you trust God that He's going to provide for your needs, and know that He knows what's best for you. So that's what I kind of put into my mind is, I am doing very well. God has been working on my life, and, whatever He has in store, it's good. So yeah, that's my mindset. And then what I wanted to be when I grew, as a child, in my thoughts, I wanted to grow up as being a meteorologist. And that I still love the weather. I still like recording it. And who knows, I may be a meteorologist. I may change my mind again, or I might be something else. I just it just stopped because of math and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of math, and I don't know. You know what? It could be cool though. I mean, since I like to YouTube and do stuff like that, I could be a weatherman. You never know. But no, I think we'll see where God leads me. That's it. Wherever He leads, I'll go. So I had some questions about depression and stuff like that. I wanted to share some encouragement. I'm not going to read these questions because they're too sensitive to me, but I definitely didn't want to not answer them. So I'm just going to share this. Yes, I've been through depression, and I still do. I go through a lot in my mind. And there are days where I'm wonderful, and there are days I'm just not doing very well. And what helps me is know that God knows what is best for me. He knows what's in my heart. He knows what I'm going through, and I am not alone. He's there for me. He loves and cares about me. It's just, that's what we need to remember, is that He loves us and cares about us. And we all go through some tough things in our lives today. And my encouragement to you all is, if you see someone who's depressed or feeling not mentally well and they're struggling, please love them. Please love on them. Be there for them. They need comfort. They need, people who are understanding and supportive. And, I have friends who have prayed for me and been there for me, and I'm thankful for you guys who always are there sticking close to my side and just been an encouragement to me. Thank you so much. And so, you don't know what people are going through. People think that some people who don't understand mental problems or just depression, they think that you need to just get over it, toughen up, stuff like that. That's not helpful. I don't like it when people say that. And so I think that people need to be more sensitive to people who are going through trauma or depression, because people go through things. Doesn't make it right when they're being mean to you just because of their mental issue. Not exactly, no, but if there's some very kind people who go through mental problems, who struggle daily, and they need love. I think those people who are angry also need to be loved as well, but also cautious. You need to be cautious of those people. But I think people just need to realize that there's something wrong, and they need to be loved and cared for. And I think of when Jesus heals the sick, he can definitely heal others. We may struggle in this world. You're gonna struggle so much, but when we get to glory, and you believe in Jesus Christ, you're gonna be saved. You'll be free from that illness. And so just be there for those people. Be sympathetic, compassionate, hear them. And so I think it's very important. It's better to be a listening ear. And it's better to not say anything, but listen and just give that person a big hug, because they need it. They need to be loved and cared for. And so yeah, I think that's very important. So yeah, I hope that's been helpful for people who are trying to understand people who have depression and some stuff in their lives. And so just be there for them. They need it. The next question is, how did you get so knowledgeable about technology? And where's your photography ability come from? So my knowledge of technology actually came from myself. I grew a desire probably when I had my first iPod Touch, or probably my first laptop. I'm not sure. I can't remember how it all started, but I guess it could be my first cell phone. It could be many of those things. And I started learning how they function, how like LTE connectivity and Wi-Fi connectivity helps, knowing the speed of internet, and it's just helped me learn a lot. And then I don't know how I do it. Sometimes, I'm just like, oh, there it is. This is pretty easy. You just do this and this and this. And sometimes I don't even know how I do it. But I love technology. I love studying mainly cell phones. Cell phones are my favorite thing to study and test out. And just getting to know different cellular networks, such as like, Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, stuff like that. And just getting to know, how different carriers work and what their coverage is like and stuff like that. So some people might be like, what does that even mean? But yeah, I do love that stuff, and I enjoy doing it. And my photography ability came from when I first, here it is. I would always take a disposable camera with me on trips. That's when there was no digital, stuff like that. It was all film. And so I started doing that when, probably in my youth years. I started having that desire of taking pictures and stuff like that. And my family would always have family videos and stuff from in the 1990s where I was a baby and stuff like that. And I guess it just interests me. I always enjoyed looking at, what I was doing when I was younger and stuff like that. So it's kind of brought to my attention, I guess, to do photography and stuff like that, build memories with other friends and family and stuff like that. So that's what's, I guess, triggered me to start doing photography. And my last question is a pretty goofy question. I guess should I read it or should I not? I don't know. But he's like, have you ever thought about getting a real phone and putting the iPhone in the trash and leaving Yankee land and moving to God's country? Oh, you're trying to get me, aren't you? No, I love iPhones. I would always have iPhones. They're real phones, Team iPhone. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I will be posting every week, so stay tuned for more videos. And this is my first video, first personal video with my camera. And so I've learned how to use video with that. So I love it, and I'll probably use this from now on for video, when I can. So thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys have a great day. Alright, see ya.